Tom, are you okay?
I lost her.
Her?
She was going to be this epic, trilogy-worthy character. I was going to be the hottest writer in Hollywood. But I can't get past Act 1!
You need some writers group therapy. Hello and welcome to Writers Group Therapy.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Roshni. We're writers helping writers. Are you ready for your session? The doctors are in. And if you like what you hear, subscribe and share this podcast with your friends. You can also find us online at writersgrouptherapy.com and at WG Therapy. Tom can be found at
Tom_Loveman on Twitter and Tom Loveman on Instagram.
Awesome. And I'm at Moonlily Music on Instagram and at Roshni Lamino on Twitter. I just realized I should probably actually combine, right? Be all professional and get Roshni Lamino on Instagram, but it's just whatever.
Yeah.
Oh well.
That's okay. Different. So I've been thinking a lot about just, what we're doing. We've been doing I've been doing for 6 years. You've been doing it for a little longer than I have, I believe, trying to be writers in Hollywood and thinking, am I ever going to do this? Is it going to ever happen? How do you manage that fear and how do you survive in Hollywood? How do you actually not let it absorb your entire existence? And sometimes I feel like I don't really have a life, like a normal life, because I'm just always trying to do this.
Well, first of all, we don't have a normal life. So embrace that.
Yeah.
Second of all, I think it's way too early in the year to have a freak out, right? We're only in the first quarter, so we're already having a freak out. But you know what's interesting is, oh, I forgot the first part of what you said.
Well,
trying to be a writer. Okay, so throw that word out. We are doing it. We are not trying. We are doing it. We are living the life of writers in Hollywood.
Yes, like most writers in Hollywood are. Yeah.
Yeah, like 99.9%.
Doing a lot of writing, but not always producing as much as we'd like. Well, we have produced stuff. But that's the old saying that everybody in Hollywood's got a script somewhere, in a drawer that they're waiting for someone to tell them they want to make their movie. But in the meantime, what do you do to keep your sanity?
Well, like I said, throw out the word try, right? But I mean, it's interesting. It's a double-edged sword. On the one hand, I'm sure established writers lament, gee, any old hack can produce something. But for people like us, it's a great time to be a creative because we can produce our own stuff. I can write a short script and I can run out feasibly and make it if it's not too much money and put it up on YouTube within like 2 weeks, right? I mean, it's a great time to be a starting out
right
creative.
I mean, if you write something that is in the realm of something simple, short, that you have locations and a team you can work with, then you can get it done in about 2 weeks. I spent 2 years making Reclamation, so I'm a little like, what, 2 weeks?
Well, that's because it was a sci-fi with a lot of special effects.
Just a year of that was just trying to get the visual effects done. But yeah, you can produce something in just a few weeks. So that's true. And that gives you, I guess, a pretty big boost, a big, bunch of adrenaline to have something accomplished. So I guess that's a tip number one is actually do it yourself, because that helps you feel like you're making progress and it gives you something to show for it, right?
Yeah, definitely. And I would say the worst thing, and we've touched on this before in previous episodes, the worst thing is to just get in that never ending spiral of, oh, all I do is write, or all I do is act, or all I do is X, and not go out and experience other parts of living. Like, take a hike, go out with friends, go on a vacation, go to your day job and observe what's happening, assuming your day job is not industry related, although you could probably find some good material there too. But just go out and live, because if all you do is eat, sleep, breathe, writing or create, acting, whatever creative your creative medium is, you get really boring really fast. And you get bored.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I have other excuses for not having been doing more the last couple of years that we physically that we won't go into. But now that I'm feeling better, I am starting to feel like I can get out more and go more places, do more things. I mean, Southern California has a lot of really cool places to go and things you can do. And we're going to try to go to Santa Barbara for a film festival. I'm going to, that's kind of related, but it's still something fun that you don't do every day. I don't know what else I'm trying to do. I guess I go to the movies more these days. Still quasi related
You're
to the
we're
business.
trying to get you out of
Yeah,
trying
I
to
need
do.
help. Help me, people. Help somebody. Help me. Throw me a lifeline.
Oh man. I mean, one of the best things I did was I joined a sports league. I've been inactive for about 2 seasons now cuz other stuff came up, but I've been meaning to get back into it. I probably will not this season, but uh come like late spring. And that was really fun. Just to meet people in normal 9 to 5 jobs and just do silly things. And I don't know, I just said I had a great time, you know. They do volunteer work, so that was really good to be able to give back to the community. That would be another thing too. Volunteer, maybe do something outside of, go to a shelter, volunteer at a shelter, animals or humans, either one. You know, become a big sister, big brother. Just I'm trying to think of other activities I've done over the years that I found really rewarding. Environmental cleanup, volunteer with an environmental group, just to get out of your comfort zone and see what's out there and just experience life. I think that's really the biggest thing you can do when you get into these ruts is just get out there and experience life, do something else for a little while.
Yeah, because you can get a little obsessive. If all you think about is I have to get this done, I have to write this script, I have to. If everything depends on that, then you're like literally putting all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. And again, this is mostly like for people in Hollywood, in LA, trying to do it here. I mean, if you're not here, then you don't really have the same pressures and stresses we have.
I don't know. I would argue that, like, say you're a stay-at-home mom, all you do is focus on the children. I know a lot of my mom friends, they're like, I want interaction with someone above the age of 5. I don't want to talk in baby talk anymore.
Sure.
So I think anything, if you're running a company and you're a CEO and all you do is focus on that, if you only focus on that one thing, after a while you get tunnel vision. I don't think it matters if you're a writer or, you know, an
Oh,
accountant or something.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something I'm doing now is planning to hopefully go on a vacation, an actual vacation this summer. You're doing that.
What?
Well, I have.
What? I don't think I've ever heard of you taking a vacation. I am proud of you.
Well, I haven't planned anything yet. I'm like hoping I can. That's the goal. So, but and it's not just to go like visit family as much as I like miss my family and I like to go see them. I'd like to get somewhere else that I've never been before.
Where are you thinking of going?
I've wanted to go to Japan for a long time.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
yeah, that's one of the top of my list kind of things. And you're going to be going away for a bit. You're taking a nice vacation this spring, right?
Yes, yes.
That's a
That will be.
great way to get away and unwind.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever take a writer's vacation where you like go off somewhere and just write, like get a cabin in the woods and just get away from it all? And
I've thought about it, and I've had friends who've done writing retreats as, like songwriting or composers retreats, I guess you could call them. And they really found them useful, but I really do love my tech. Like, you could take away my
uh,
TV, but please don't take away my internet. So I think I would just go bonkers if I was
oh,
in a cabin in the woods without any sort of outside
oh, I,
contact.
I guess my idea of a cabin in the woods is one with broadband. So it's a
Oh,
little
okay.
different. I didn't mean like
No roughing it
literally.
for you.
I didn't mean hike up into the mountains and find a log cabin and with the outhouse and everything. But
Oh, man.
I mean, that's kind of getting away from LA, but still giving yourself, getting away from your daily day to day kind of stuff. So you can kind of focus on the creative side of what you're doing. Or maybe you want to start a new project.
Mhm.
Like, sometimes I have this long list of ideas and projects I haven't started yet. And, I think sometimes it's just the day to day grind that we go through that keeps us from being able to do that.
Yeah. I mean, but, we do live in the day to day, those mountaintop experiences are great, but we don't always, you go that through that low when you come down right from the retreat or the mountain or whatever. It's sounds hokey. It's a huge thing right now. I think it's a big buzzword in the last couple years, but self-care, woo, I you c- honestly, sometimes you just need it. I get 2.5 days off from my day job, and sometimes, even though my to-do list is a million miles long and it's all writing projects, I just play video games for half the day. Just
Yeah,
to
escape.
yeah, because sometimes you're just like, I can't. I cannot focus on one more project. I will kill myself. So you got to take some time for yourself and unwind for sure.
I'm usually just trying to catch up on my Netflix queue, which never seems to get shorter. It just keeps getting longer and longer.
That Netflix is tricky.
Yeah. I have TV shows that I've wanted to watch that ran for years and went off the air, and I still haven't watched them yet. That's how long, that's how behind I am.
See, I can feel like that's making you more stressed than less. So maybe you should cut back on your queue a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, how about for all of you? What are some of your tips and tricks to de stress and get ahead of the rat race? Let us know at WG Therapy. Like we said before, writersgrouptherapy.com is also where you can find us. And please share this with your friends. We'll see you next week.